What's up, guys? John from HeavySet Tactical, back at it again today. I wanted to talk to you guys about a knife that I finally was able to finish putting together this week. And I'm excited to do a review on it this weekend in the field and really get to... I'm going back up to do a section of the AT this weekend for my birthday, so I'm really excited to get out and get this knife on the trail and see how it functions. So let's dive right in. This is the Esee 6, and I know you guys have, if you are a fixed blade guy, I know you've heard of this knife. Kind of controversial. It's universally loved for sure by outdoorsmen and camping, hiking, fishing, hunting guys that I associate with. But a lot of people, for the price point, you're not going to beat them, but the steel is just not, not up to par with a lot of the other knives that I review for you guys. So I'm going to run over a couple stats and let you know some of the differences with this one that you can do, etc. So this is the Esee 6. I guess it's the 6 PDT. This is the Coyote Black and 3D G10. But I got different scales for it. So it does come with black and tan ribboned G10 scales, which a lot of people really liked. To be honest with you, I thought it was a little bulky, and it had a decent grip. But I'm a big micarta guy, so it was tan blade with the black and tan rib striped handle. This is an 11.75 inch overall length. The blade length is 6.5 inches. The cutting edge is about 6. I think it's like 5.75, 5.8. So it's about 6 inches. 6.5. Sorry about that. My alarm just went off. Yeah, 6.5 inch blade length in total, but you have that big finger choil, which I'll get to that in a minute. The thickness is 0.19, so it's I think for the length of the knife, for it to still have a good sliciness to it, they did it a little thinner. The Esee 5 comes in like 1/4 inch, but this is 0.19 inches, so almost 0.2 inches in thickness. 1095 carbon steel. It's a drop point flat grind, and like I said, the tan finish, and it has a plain edge on it. The handle length is 5.25 inches, so it has a nice big handle. You can get back here and do your chopping tasks with it. You can get a really comfortable grip, regular grip in here, and for my meaty hands, it's pretty comfortable. And then they have this nice finger choil up front, so you can really get up on some finer tasks with it. This one came with a decent edge on it. So it's not, I guess it is shave sharp, but it's not razor sharp like most of my knives are. So I'm going to take this one, put it in my work sharp, and see if I can get it to a new level of sharpness. I did just get a KME sharpening system, so I think I'm going to put it in that and see what it can do. Comes with this kind of minor jimping up here. It's not like bark jimping, but it's like just kind of a neutral for when you're choked up. So you can kind of go right before it in a hammer grip, and then if you're choking up, you can kind of go over it. So you don't really have to be right on that jimping, because a lot of guys don't like jimping. The weight of this, it is a heavy knife. It's 13 ounces. Again, it's almost a 12-inch knife, full-size fixed blade overall. So it is, it is a big knife. I kind of wanted to set mine up like an operator knife, sort of like I have a Chris Reeves Pacific, and I love that knife, but I don't take it out that much, so I kind of wanted to make a cheaper version of that I can really beat on and have a solid review. So again, this weekend I will be putting a whole review video out for it. The sheath, I'll get to that in a second. I wanted to just tell you guys that this is the black and tan G10 version of the Esee 6, but I got these really awesome scales for about 70 bucks, 60 bucks on knifecenter.com. I'll put a link in for the SE6 on Blade HQ is where I got it, and they have them on knifecenter.com, but I had gotten it originally on Blade HQ. Then I'll put the link in for these awesome micarta scales. And when I tell you the fit and finish of them after I screwed them on and realized how perfect they are, it's just next level, really. It's a great product, Knife Center's. You know, Knife Center has the Build-A-Knife, and you can kind of get different pieces for it. So I think my next item is the Kydex sheath. Now this is their polymer sheath that comes with the regular SE6 when you buy it. And I hear a lot of people complain about it. Now, I have to be honest with you. You know, sometimes, depending on the knife, I'm not that focused on getting a sheath for it until I know I'm going to like to spend time on it and money on it. Now, this has a really good aggressive thumb ramp, which I like. The grab is okay. It's kind of these generic grab points in there that I don't like very much. It's not like formed really nicely. It's more or less just a, like a pressure fitting kind of situation. Now the belt loop and this metal clamp has a really good retention on it. I don't have a lot to really kind of gripe about when it comes to the sheath. I just wish it was fit better. And the polymer, I've heard not as good things about it compared to Kydex, so I'll definitely get a Kydex sheath for it, depending on how I feel after this weekend. But the knife I really like. It's a great chopper. It's just heavy enough to get chopping in, and I've seen endless SE6 videos. Gideon's Tactical has a lot to say about the SE6 and really loves them. So I figured I'd give it a go, kind of build my own and see how it performs. I do like it. I like the look of this color pattern. I like the accessibility of it. Now, let's talk price. This build altogether was $200. Well, let me see. So it was $210 technically. So the scales were $60 or $65, and the knife originally was $140. So, compared to a lot of my $200, $300, $400 survival knives and camp knives and belt knives, this is significantly cheaper and kind of a cheaper steel. But the results are, Randall's Adventure and Esee, they do a lot of training, a lot of woods work, from survival stuff to camping, and they choose to continue making an affordable line of knives out of 1095 steel. And I can't tell you how much I respect that. A lot of people think you can't get a really good survival knife unless you're spending, $300, $400, $500. And they just make it so that you can continue to buy, under $200 really good knives as far as functionality. There's a lot of crazy torture tests with the 1095. Doesn't hold an edge that well. And I'm definitely going to take it on the sharpener before I take it out this weekend, so I'll show you guys what kind of grind I put on it and bevel I put on it. But it comes decently sharp with a good grind on it. I've done some light chopping with it really before I put these scales on it, just to kind of get a feel for it. I do like it. I like how you can come the whole way back here and chop with it. I like how you can, the hammer grip with the big finger choil is nice. And then up here they have that forward choil, so I can really come in on a piece of wood if I'm carving or making tent pegs or whatever I'm doing. So again, I knew this was going to be a short video. I just wanted to take some time to kind of, appreciate Esee for all that they are. I do have an Azula, which I really like as well. So again, I'll put links in the description for the knife originally for $140 and the scales, custom camo micarta scales, which, you guys know I freaking love micarta. That grip you just can't beat. But yeah, so I'll put links in the description for all that stuff. And I hope that you guys Have a great week this week. I know I have a busy weekend coming up, so like always, stay safe and stay heavy, guys, and I appreciate you very much.